Yes.
is Marsha Thrall, and they've got an event coming up next Tuesday, the 24th. Please tell us all about this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this event that we're having is a local event that's tied into a larger national event called Sisters Speak Out. The Sisters Speak Out is going to be a large display of public witness in Washington, D.C. on June 24th, all day. But then local communities are being encouraged to have what they're calling echo events, which are events that are happening at the same time or very close afterwards. So we're having our event on the very same day, which is June 24th. It is going to be a public prayer service where we are going to be in a very public way demonstrating what our corporate stands and what our beliefs are as a community at the Sisters of St. Francis. Now, when I say as a community, I'm not a sister, but the Sisters of St. Francis actually here in Clinton, Iowa, believe that everybody who is close to them is part of their Clinton Franciscan family. So again, the event is open to the public. It is a public prayer service and witness that is going to be advocating for some of the things that are kind of hot topic items right now. You know, how people are losing SNAP benefits, or their Medicaid is going to be restricted. And the big topic is, and it's a really touchy topic right now in the United States, is immigration, right? And we're hoping by having this public witness where we demonstrate to people that the people who are migrant, refugee, and asylum-seeking neighbors are valuable and created of God and worthy of being treated with love and dignity and respect. We hope that this prayer service kind of enlightens that for people and maybe encourages them to look into the various ways in which people are here in the United States right now as migrants and refugees and asylum seekers, and they're here very legally. They've gone through all of the different processes that they're supposed to go through, and they're still being detained and separated from their families, and in some cases deported to places that they've never ever lived in, that are violent and
very scary, no doubt about that.
Very scary. So, don't let me go down the whole rabbit hole. Okay?
Yeah, no kidding. You look like you're getting a little emotional there anyway. So again, the Canticle located just off 13th Avenue North, right across from his here at KROS.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to be leading this?
So I'll be leading the prayer service, and then we have 3 sisters from the community who are going to be primary speakers. And then, of course, because public prayer is interactive, there's going to be space for participants within the community as well. So if you're sitting in the chapel, but you're not part of the Sisters of St. Francis, there'll still be ways for you to echo the sentiments that are being brought forward in the prayer service. So just for clarification, if you are interested in coming to this prayer service, when you drive onto our grounds, which is technically 841 13th Avenue North, you'll come up, there's like one building, it's our administration building, that's actually where I work. That's 843. You have to go a little bit further up the driveway to get to 841, and that's the Canticle building itself. That's where most of the sisters live. There is a chapel on the 3rd floor, which is where we will be having the prayer service. And we're kind of hoping that if you do show up, you let us know a little bit ahead of time so we have a chair for you to sit in so you don't have to stand.
And you were saying that because of the age of some of the sisters there may be some restrictions.
Right. So the only real restriction is that any person who comes into our space is up to date on their vaccines for COVID-19. Just because, you know, we are a more vulnerable population, and we want to make sure that we protect the sisters. So, like I say, we like to wrap them in bubble wrap a little bit because they're so valuable, and we want to make sure that, you know, we have them for as long as we can have them for.
So again, the date and time and what other things people may need to know.
So it is June 24th, which is this upcoming Tuesday. It is from 9 a.m. to 9:40 a.m. So it's not even a whole big long time. If you let us know ahead of time, we'll make sure we have a chair for you so you don't have to stand. And you can do that by calling our office. That number is 563-242-7611. Ask for Marsha, and I will make sure that if you're coming, we have a chair for you.
Again, 242-7611. Do you have a social presence as well? Are you folks on Facebook or anything like
We
that?
are on Facebook.
Okay.
So we're on Facebook. We were on X, but we didn't have much engagement there.
Okay.
But we do have pretty decent engagement on Facebook because, you know, as people say, that's kind of like the boomer and the Gen X social media. And I say that with all levity because I am a proud Gen Xer and I use Facebook like it's nobody's business, right? So
again, next Tuesday, the 24th, things get underway at 9 a.m., 242-7611. As always, we appreciate your time, Marsha.
thank you. It was good to be here. Thank you for giving me space to be able to talk about these things.
Anytime.
All
Great
right.
savings.